What's up, everybody? Josh Clow here. Yesterday, if you guys didn't see, we won our preseason game 34 to 27 against the Atlanta Falcons. To this video, I'm going to give you guys my takeaway on the game as a whole, what was good about it, what was bad at it, and I think what we need more to see within the next three preseason games. So, just going to dive right in there. The good things about it, we won. We won 34 to 27. Did pretty good on the scoring wise. I think our defense definitely needs to be a little better, giving up 27 points. Granted, we had all these different people playing, up to about four string players. Josh Rosen, I think, he was the best quarterback on the field. Fitzpatrick did make some plays, but in my opinion, Josh Rosen was the best player. Quarterback wise, he didn't have a lot of pass protection, but he did what he had to do. He was making some big boy throws. He was threading the needle essentially, putting them in tight situations, and they were getting it done. He did have one interception that was just a bad mistake, but all in all, he played a very good game for his first game with the Miami Dolphins. Not playing against the Dolphins defense every day, week in and week out. Just a different team. He did play against the second string defense, but he still played very good. The other thing is Preston Williams played like a Julio Jones level. He was making insane catches, sideline catches. He was finding ways to get open. Four catches, 97 yards. He did that in two quarters basically. He was the best wide receiver of the game, and potentially he could be one of the best wide receivers on this team. I know a lot of people were saying that he might be the next Julio Jones, and although he still has a lot to learn, there is a lot of potential with Preston Williams, and I'm excited for him. I'm excited to watch him in the regular season. He is definitely an early candidate to be a possible Rookie of the Year if he can play all 16 games and find his way up into the starting lineup, depending what quarterback he's going to play, because both quarterbacks are gunslinger type quarterbacks. The Josh Rosen connection to Preston Williams. Obviously, we know there's a connection there. They play a lot together during the training camps and the OTAs. So in that game, they definitely had that connection. 4 catches, 97 yards, and some very hard, tight situations. Preston Williams was able to come up with the catch. Josh Rosen obviously trusts the guy. That's what you need, a quarterback to wide receiver. We're looking at possibly the next quarterback to wide receiver tandem if everything goes according to plan for the Miami Dolphins and for Brian Flores and the organization as a whole. And the other good thing I liked about it was the play calling. Brian Flores definitely mixed up the offense a little bit. We were running, passing, play action, passing, running. So it was a lot different than Adam Gase. I think we ran the ball over 30 times in that game. But I did enjoy the play calling. It was definitely something different. I enjoyed it, and I'm hoping that it just improves, as the season moves forward. The bad stuff, tackling. Dolphins has had a tackling problem for a very long time. Definitely in that game. They're missing easy tackles, which was actually kind of sad and pathetic. They shouldn't have to be running 15 yards out running backs or 10 to 15 yards because of missed tackles. You need to make the tackle there and then, because that's going to kill us in regular season games. First game we're going against the Ravens. They're obviously a rushing team, and we cannot let that happen. Missed tackles every other play. They're going to be running over 200 yards a game, and we have to fix our run game, being one of the worst run defenses in the league in the last couple of years. The pass protection was absolutely horrendous. Josh Rosen did what he had to do. We only gave up 2 sacks, but that was because both quarterbacks were finding ways or actually all 3 of them were trying to find ways to get out of it. Definitely Josh Rosen. Definitely that one play he threw to Preston Williams. He should have taken the sack, but he found the way to get the ball out, and Preston Williams did make the catch and make the playmaking skill, but that's what we need to definitely fix. The backups offensive linemen are not the greatest we have, and they have to start improving starting, today, Monday, whenever the next practice is going to be. Our run game, we had 3 rushing touchdowns over 90 yards, but we were only running 3 yards a carry. That has to bump those numbers up beyond 4 yards a carry. You're not going to be winning games 3 yards a carry. You're going to have to bump that up, like I said, to 4 to 5 yards. Definitely Kenyon Drake and Kalen Balaj, a speedster and then a power truck, a 1-2 combo. They definitely need to find a way to get them moving more and to move the chains more often, because 3 yards of carry is not going to get the job done. And then the one thing I was actually really mad about was the Dolphins did not produce any turnovers. We were actually in the negative in the turnover game yesterday with 2 turnovers on us and then 0 on them. So the Dolphins have to start getting fumbles. They have to start getting interceptions. They have to find ways. I know Xavier almost got an interception in the first quarter, but it was dropped in the end zone. But they have to. You're not going to win games if you can't produce turnovers. You should have gotten a turnover. And then the Dolphins' defense lets Matt Schwab just kind of obliterate them throughout the game when he was playing. And he's a backup quarterback. That's not even Matt Ryan. That's Matt Schwab or Schwab, whatever. He hasn't been a starting quarterback in a while. That was pathetic for the Dolphins. And I know it's only preseason and it's week 1 of the preseason. A lot of people are trying to get into the system again, but it's not a good look for the Dolphins. And then lastly, what do we need more of? And the more of is the pressure. The Dolphins had 4 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, and 7 quarterback hits. Although I didn't read into logistics how many of that was second string on second string, first string on first string, third string on third string, second string on first string, third string on second string. I don't really know any of that logistics. We're going to have to start seeing a little bit more of it throughout the whole preseason just to see if it's going to be a consistency of a thing or that was just a fluke of the game. The Dolphins' biggest question is the pass rush. Who's going to be our main pass rusher? Are we going to get pass rush? Because if we have a pass rush, the back 4 is going to be playing a lot better with Xavier Howard, T.J. McDonald, Eric Rowe, Micah Fitzpatrick, Rashad Jones, all those guys, who can make these interceptions and these playmaking possibilities, but you got to have the pass rush. So hopefully Brian Flores can make it into a consistency or a consistent thing. And then lastly, what we need to see more of is the run game. Like I said, we had 3 rushing touchdowns, but we were only running 3 yards a carry. That has to improve just a little bit more. I do enjoy that we were running the ball in the red zone a lot more, whereas Adam Gase, we were just throwing the ball most of the time, so we were a little bit more unpredictable of what we were going to do. But we have to bump up that yards per carry because you're not going to win games every week running 3 yards a carry. It's just not going to do. So that's my takeaways for the Dolphins versus the Falcons preseason 1 game. If you have any questions or concerns about it, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you liked about the game. What was your favorite part of the game? Down in the comments below. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for watching. And I will catch you guys on the next video.